Hello everyone, Quickshot14 back here, and this is old, 1989. We are in DOSBox for a classic that I was lucky enough to get to play that I'm pretty sure many of you have never heard before, and it's called Wibarm, and this game is awesome. This is a Japanese import, very, very rare. The time it actually came over to the PC. It was like on the PC 990 or whatever it is, Japan. Came over for the PC and I believe also the Amiga and Tandy and all the PC compatables. My dad found this in a PC software store and picked it up, and our family adores it. It's an amazing combination of a lot of different gameplay styles. And now, clarification: this came out before thexder. So you're looking at pretty much the granddaddy of thexder, and you kind of get a story spiel there if you were paying attention about what's going on, and it'll repeat. You are hearing PC Speaker because this is before there were sound cards. Tandy does sound nicer, but I grew up with it on the actual PC. I think it was on our 386. I don't remember, but. So you are hearing, of all software developers or publishers that released it here in the States, it was Borderbrun. And Borderbrun did a lot of imports. So as you can see here, it's been 20 years since there's been a terrible nuclear war. However, in spite of all this blah blah blah, this stuff happens, and something's gone wrong, and you're gone in to check stuff out. It's just a really fun game. So instead of talking about it and spieling about it, I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. I do have the sound down on the PC speaker, so hopefully it doesn't overwhelm you all. If the music becomes too much of an issue, please let me know in your comments, and I will turn it off. I know it can be because it is PC speaker, but I like the sound. I mean, obviously I got it turned down so it doesn't give me a headache either. Not as young as I used to be with PC speaker sound, but so here we are in our world, and this is very much an RPG, as it is a sort of platformer. So this is very platformer style. You start in each city. There's 4 basically cities total that you're going to go through, and your basic ends is to go through each one. There is a bit of a story here, as you saw at the beginning, but you really don't get to the heart of it until probably city 3, to be honest. And so the story is pretty loose, but there is a story here. This is an amazing side scroller. This is, of course, in I believe EGA graphics, which is amazing for the time, but just wait, because it actually has 2 forms. You have the side scroller here, and I think my screen size is kind of... Can I make that bigger? I forget. I always do. As you can see here, I have an actual menu. I actually have an inventory where I can set different weapons. You have different weapons. You have your beam, rifle, and wave, and they all will be important against different enemies. You also, of course, have inventory of different items, so key unit, energy charger, repair system, and the actual game goes through it explaining what all these are. And you can take a look at all your inventory. So those are my weapons, and you will actually find stuff to upgrade it and things like that as you keep going through. So here's all the different optional parts. There's key units, energy chargers, repair systems, transporters, matoks, and master key units. Key units are to open up locked doors, basically, if you will. Energy charges replenishes your energy, repair you, and a transporter helps transport you. A matok does something that I can't recall at the moment. A master key unit is probably the most important thing because it basically opens up the gate to the next city. So this is a fun game. I enjoy it profusely. I doubt you can find on there, as far as I know, since it's totally unlicensed at this point, and it's considered abandonware, so getting a hold of it shouldn't be that difficult. It also had the most interesting copy protection at the time that my dad still has, which is the actual copy protection sheet, which is pretty cool. But so if you find a copy of this thing and pick it up, there might be some on Amazon. I don't know how much they would be or if they're out there. But if you find one, grab one, because it is a collector's item in PC gaming history, I think. And it was really, really neat, and it really made me wish what would happen if some of these console guys came over to PC back then. But anyway, so as you can see here, I mean, you don't start with much direction. There's a few things we can do. Enemy encounters are dealt with kind of stuff. You have 3 different forms, of course, just like a thexder. You have that. Whoops, I don't want to do that. You have, of course, your flight and your like shuttle form. As you can see, I can't do damage to them. Those are actual buildings, and we can actually go inside them, and it will actually change view, as you're going to see. This is just an amazing game for the time. I'm going to fight some enemies, because that's how you pretty much level up, if you will. So, let me go ahead and fight these small big guys. I got one unit, which is basically, think of the units as your experience. And unfortunately, there's no easy way to keep track of where that bar's at. But that's the basic idea. So each one of these is buildings, basically. And I'm not going in any of those. Can't fight them yet. Enemies do replenish. These are some splats. Pretty easy to fight. Pretty common stuff. There is some stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna fight some of these stuff out here to help get some more experience, if you will. And then I want to go into the one building I know we can go into. The base that we start up there is actually your energy recharge station. You can find other energy recharge stations and repair stations through different means. Now we're getting to the yellow here, so we're going to have to recharge our energy soon. Because I don't want the annoying beep to happen all the time. God, I hate that beep. That's the one thing about PC Speaker, I hate the beep. It's pretty cool. The soundtrack for Wibarm was well known, and you really should hear it. Even the PC Speaker version is not bad, but the actual version is much better. I would definitely go check it out. Okay. Now we get the annoying beep because I'm low on energy. Oh god, I hate that beep. So let me go energize, so we don't have to put up with that shit anymore. Yes, if you're new to my LPs, again, I'm sorry, I usually do this, but if you're new to my LPs, I do cuss, so you have been forewarned. Well, so I do apologize. Oh, the beeping. Oh, I'm going to try to make sure that doesn't happen to us very often, guys, because that is an annoying sound. I think I went the wrong way. Gosh darn it. So this is a very free-form, open game in these cities. How you go about it is really up to you. So it is a bit of a learning curve. Nothing like some of today's games, though. But this game is really unique enough, and I have a lot of fond memories. I have finished the game at least once. Maybe twice. I've gotten pretty close to finishing at least twice. But pretty cool. You can save it wherever you want. So I, like a lot of us, we'll have little spots that will save it, and then we just save the game, and so you can always load the game back right where you're at. Very nice. Very handy. I know there's some stuff we can fight. You always fight in your humanoid form, I guess. This is a pretty cool game, and it's definitely not simple. For the time, though, it's pretty ahead of its time, I think, for a PC game. PC games were still just starting to really come into their own in the '89, you know, pre-Wolfenstein 3D era. And this game really had some neat stuff, and we fell in love with it. I can fight these guys. So each time you get enough, you get units. Once you get enough units to actually, I guess, level up or whatever, you'll gain some stuff. As you can see, the enemies do respawn, which is handy, but they always come back with stronger versions, usually. So, as you can see there, I can't fight them. I don't have enough. Ooh, there's a small big guy. And this is the actual place that we can go in. We can actually go in. In fact, it is the one you're supposed to start in. And it is the gravity dorm. But we'll go in there in just a minute. I need to re-energize again. I'm already down. It's really tough this starting. You got to keep going back so often. Alright, so let's go ahead and go in there, because I want to show you the other aspect of this game, which is just amazing for the time, that you probably wouldn't even realize. Yeah, check this shit out. Look at this. Now, I know it's pixelated as hell, because of the time frame. But look at this. Look. We are basically in a isometric 2D. I mean, look. It's a third-person view in 1989. Look. It's even got an automap. And what's cool is if you take too much damage on your unit, it'll actually break your map recorder, and you have to go to a repair station to fix it, which is annoying as hell, but it's really cool. But yeah, this is a third-person view, and I can do all 3 forms here. And it's, for the time, this is a big deal. And this is what really grabbed our attention. These are awesome little stuff. You can see the different walls. The white blinking ones is your exit. Gravity norm's pretty simple. The flashing wall is basically a flash wall. You hit that, you're going to take damage. You can see an enemy right there. There's an info unit right here. And this wasn't one of the first ones we're supposed to go into. We're supposed to go into another one. Get information unit. These are from your teammates leaving you a message from behind. And they're basically giving you information about the game. Those are your tutorial, basically. They also give some story about what's going on. I think there's 3 or 4 different ones. And it's pretty common. This is very anime-ish, of course, because it is from Japan. So, this is just a really cool game. It was amazing for its time. And when I actually played this game and I saw this, and all my friends were talking about all kinds of, 1989 games, Super Mario World stuff, I was like, you have no idea. Okay, yeah, I can't fight those guys. Yeah, we're not supposed to go in here yet. This is a pretty simple place. Nope. And when I was playing this game and stuff, it's like, you guys have no idea. Because this really showed off, for the time, what the PC was capable of in a game. And I think anyone who played this game, got the opportunity and the honor to play this game, and went on to development, took it to heart. Because it's an amazing game. Especially for the time. So there is another one that we need to go to. I don't think I can fight them. I took a little bit of damage there. This is a great game. I love it to death. And we are going to let's play it. So, let's do it. These worlds get pretty big, and it is a little repetitive, of course. But that's the RPGL side of it. But as long as you're having fun, it doesn't matter. The Floating Hotel, that's where we start. This is the best place to start. To actually get some stuff. And you'll actually find a lot of information units here to give you basic tips of the game and how to play. And as you can see, the enemies here are... Yeah, these guys, if they actually touch you, they'll hurt you, and they'll actually push you. It's pretty cool. Din 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 din. Boom boom. Not bad music for PC speaker, right? You gotta have it low though, because otherwise it just kills your brain. So you can see some items back there, which it looks like we can get to, which is awesome. Looks like there's a repair unit and an energy charger back there. And maybe another one? Nope. So you can see items show up as little white dots. Got an energy charger and a repair system. Nice. The gate that you see in there is the gate to go up the cities. So to go down a city or up a city would show up there. I can't fight those guys yet. I'm not. Here's an info unit. It's from Laker. You are Esiel, that you might have noticed in the scrolling text thing at the beginning. Little story. And basically she's telling you what these things are. They're information units, and they're going to leave them for you as they proceed before you. Later on, you're going to find all kinds of extra stuff. There wasn't much use for the shuttle until later on, where you actually will see half walls. There's also walk-through walls, or, basically fake walls. And flash zones, which actually has a bunch of flash stuff that you go through. And when you go through these areas, you actually take damage. So here is a locked zone. Of course, looks like a flash wall with some blue lines in it. And to, of course, use it to open it, you need to use your key unit. And there you go. As you can see, you can turn your map on and off, so you can change the window size. Why you'd want to turn off your map recorder is beyond me. It is way too useful because these are really mazes in most cases. And you will notice as we go to different areas and we search out more that you're going to see them all in there because they're all on the same map recorder. You got to remember this time of the game. But this is amazing for the time. There's a key back there, and I cannot fight those guys. Way too high splats. There are bigger unit versions of the guy, like boss-like monsters or big monsters. So, and they are obvious. They come as really big looking. I mean, look, it has a shadow, for goodness sake. Instead of the little ones, you'll see a really big version of it, like this. That's a boss unit. Yeah, no way. We got another locked door over here. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. Matt, I gotta, whoops. There's parts, key. Can't use too many more of those. I've done that before and accidentally used too many key units. Ooh, blue energy. That's a blue charger. Blue chargers, instead of are a one-time use, they're automatically used, they're instant use basically, and they basically give you a permanent bonus to your energy maximum, which is pretty cool. Nope. Hell no. So yeah, it's a pretty basic starting place. Not doing so well on finding stuff. We got some a locked door there. I'm not sure how many more key units. Usually I don't do this, but considering the area, how many do I have? I have 3 left. Okay. Give me 2. Hopefully this wasn't empty. It wasn't. It had an energy charger, so that makes it worth it. So I guess we'll head out of here and we'll go charge up. So yeah, that's the other part of Wibarm. Very cool. This is a really fun game. It's a blast. It really is, and I've played it so many times. I've only finished it once because it is a long game, too. It is a really long game. There's no doubt about that. But it's a great game to just sit down, play for a while. It's very simple to pick up. Obviously, as you can see, it's not that complicated, and you can play it for a while and then save it and then head out. They made it very casual that way. If you don't want to listen to the music, you can turn it off. Or you don't want to listen to the sound either. So, if you want to turn off the music, do SFX only like this, and you'll just have the sound effects. And you can have music in the background, or you can turn them all off. But like I said, if you guys find the music too annoying, please let me know. Okay, this is fun. This is the warp station. And there actually are warp stations. You're going to see them a lot in the second city, especially. We'll really see a lot of warp stations. This one is out of order, basically. And I honestly don't want to waste the key unit, because I know it's out of order. Even though I think I get it back, but I'm not going to waste it, because I've only got 2 left. There should be... I can't fight them. That's the data center. I can't fight you. Too weak. Whoa! Ouch. Took some damage there. There they are. I knew there was another one here. Alright. Not sure where I want to go next. energy factory. Here's one of the energy factories. You can actually get, much like your one up there, where you can actually get energy. This is guarded, though, as you can see, by a big red eye. We are nowhere ready to fight him. Ooh, starting to do a little damage to them. That's good. This should be the storehouse. It's been a while since I've played, so I'm trying to remember where everything is. This is the tech center. Definitely like the middle portion of the map here. Oh, can't fight you. Can't fight you. That's the control tower. There's the repair factory. This is also guarded by another big guy, if I remember right. No, it's guarded by the little guy, which is good because we really do need the repair factory. Yeah, it's 1,000 hit point splats. So getting that as soon as you can is probably the most important thing you can do, because you can already see I've taken damage, and you've only got so many repair units. And if it goes into that red, you will lose your map recorder, and the only way to fix it is to go to a repair station. It's the only way to fix it. There's no other way. It's quite annoying. So let's go ahead and go in the data center. And we'll take a look around here and see what we can find to fight. Whoops. Hit the spacebar too many times. Careful while flying around. You don't want to run into a flash wall. Awesome. Shoot, I should have recharged my energy. May have to use an energy charger. Alright, we'll just walk a little. I'm out of flight practice. Nope, too hard. There's no walk-through walls here. You're not going to encounter them probably till, I think it's City 2. Try to map everything out so you don't think you missed something when you really didn't. I've done that before. At least there's some nice easy stuff here to fight. I think these are 1,000 splats again. Yeah. So that's pretty consistent. Well, at least we got the data center checked out. So we'll head out the exit. Let's recharge. You usually know when you get like leveled or whatever, because when you go to a station or whatever, it will tell you. And see, we haven't yet.